Hi, this is Calvin Castine. Welcome to our second segment this week of Business Beat. And we're in Mooers Forks, just outside of Mooers Forks to be exact. And we're talking to a gentleman who has a new business here. I just saw this sign go up how long ago, sir?
We opened up January 2nd.
But the sign hasn't been up there that long, has it?
No, it hasn't.
How long has the sign been up?
Oh, probably maybe the beginning of February.
And your name?
Jeff Morlock.
Now, those of you on Hometown Cable have certainly seen the name Morlock or heard it more than once on Channel 21. You have a daughter who has appeared in several school productions and has been in a lot of other things.
That's my daughter Kim.
I remember I first saw her back, she was probably in something before that, but the first time I remember seeing her was with Fiddlers on the Roof. Of course, Bob Musso was a star, but as far as I'm concerned, she came very close to stealing the show there. She did an excellent job.
She was even in The Wizard of Oz and in the Mooers Elementary School too.
That was
way back.
That was quite a while ago. I think that was about 85 or 86 or somewhere around there.
I think so, yep.
Also, your wife Edie, we've seen her on television with her preschool at St. Mary's. How long has she been there?
She's been there 3 years now.
And
she helps out here. She's my secretary, receptionist, bookkeeper, parts go-getter. A big help.
So when she gets done at St. Mary's, she's not done for the day then, is she?
That's true. She spends a lot of time here too.
Okay, we wanted to get a shot of this sign. We're going to move over to the garage and we'll talk more about what is happening here in Mooers Forks at Mooers Forks Auto Repair. And we'll be talking with Jeff Morlock over at the garage. We have moved over by the garage now, and we have somebody working in the background. Can you tell us who this is, Jeff?
Yes, this is my son Jeffrey.
Now, where'd you come up with that name?
I would have no idea.
Probably called Jeff Jr., huh?
He has a different middle name. His middle name is Scott. He's Jeffrey Scott.
Okay. Now, Mooers Forks Auto Repair. What can you tell us about what you do and what you don't do?
We're AAA approved for 24-hour towing and road service. We specialize in computer diagnostic and electrical wiring. We also have all sorts of parts on stock. We have gates, belts and hoses, a lot of ignition parts for repairs when parts places are closed, like Saturday afternoon or Sunday or in the late evenings. We have tires on batteries. And we can get radiators and renews gas tanks where they coat the inside and outside of the gas tank for, and it's guaranteed for the lifetime of your car. Spark plugs. We were specialized with. We work with large and small engine repair, CV joints, transmissions, just about everything. Except we don't get into air conditioners or alignments.
Okay, now you mentioned Saturdays and Sundays. What are you trying to tell us there?
Well, we're on 24-hour call, so if you call 236-6909, it'll either ring at the garage or up at my home or at my son's place, and we'll come and rescue you.
Okay, now I saw you in the Mooers Forks parade 2 weeks ago. You were both in the parade. Who answered the phone?
Well, I don't think we were covered for the parade.
Okay, there will be some days when neither one's going to be available, but in most cases you're going to try to keep the phone covered. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Most cases. We don't vacation together anymore. One of them has to be on call. One of us has to be on call.
Okay, an auto repair shop in the Mooers Forks area. What prompted you to decide to get into this? Do you have any experience along these lines?
Several years ago, I discovered a need from my friend and mutual co-help designer, Dick Trombley, that there was quite a need for an additional garage, especially with road service call and towing. And for a couple of years I had a small garage up at my home, but it was off the beaten path and it was very hard to start building up the business. So both my son and I hit the books. He went to Canton technical college, and we both became ASE certified mechanics, and hopefully we know what we're doing.
ASC certified means absolutely nothing to me. What does that mean?
It's a national association, and it stands for Association of Service of Excellence, and you have to verify that you know what you're doing. You have to show that you've had both knowledge and experience, and you have to take a slew of tests, and we both passed with flying colors, but it was a long test, that's for sure.
Okay. Now,
You also have to be recertified every 2 years, and on the tests will be all new equipment, new parts and stuff that are on the newer vehicles, so it keeps you up to date. You have to hit your books before you go to study, and before you take your test.
well, being a auto mechanic, it would seem to me, is not quite what it used to be. All this electronic stuff on the cars, is it a little more scientific now as far as knowledge of the motor and everything?
Yes, and I think that's where we have our advantage over maybe some of the other garages, that we have a computer diagnostic equipment, a couple different types, and each car is different. Each one performs differently. Some of them have up to 15 or 20 sensors. If one goes bad, it can throw off all the other ones, and it just drives you crazy if you don't know what you're doing.
Oh, I know with the older cars, if something was wrong, you could always do a little thing, kick it to get it going, but these new ones, when they're dead, they're dead.
Not anymore.
Jeffrey Scott, come on over here. Step right between your father and I. I guess he's going to move right out of the picture. You went to Canton. Get on closer here. I'm not sure if you get too far away, if you'll be there where the tripod can see you. You went to Canton? What did you take in Canton that made you an ASE man?
I went to SUNY Canton for 2 years and got my associate's degree in automotive technology. Basically, my courses consist of mostly computerized engine controls, engine rebuilding, automatic transmission rebuilding, air conditioning, electrical, and among other things, brakes, and
I hear a little voice in the background pushing you on here. I was unaware that Canton offered that type of thing. Do they offer a lot of that type of courses other than mechanical?
yeah, pretty much just about everything. Automotive, they have a special automotive 2-year program and a 1-year certificate program.
Are you a Northeastern graduate?
Yes, I am. Yep.
Did you take any automotive courses in school or at BOCES? Or?
Yes, I did. I took a lot of shop classes at NCCS, and a lot of small engine repair and stuff.
Can you sing as good as your sister does?
No, I can't.
Can you sing as good as I can?
No.
You must be a bad singer then. Come on in here, Jeff. Keep between us here. You can stay in the picture too, Jeffrey.
Rows between, what is it?
Come on, just come in a little bit closer, Jeffrey, because I'm not sure where that tripod is going to get us here.
I want to say one other thing. Jeff had 2 years of experience at a dealership, service writing, mechanic, and then parts. So between the two of us, he knows some things better than I do, and I know a couple things maybe, and we make a good team.
Now, what did you do?
We get along pretty good too, so far.
Like father and son, huh? What did you do before you got into the automotive business, Jeff?
Well, I've been in the automotive business actually since I was probably high enough to move a wrench, but my main income was from Wyeth Arist for 16 years.
And you're no longer at Wyeth Arist?
That's correct.
Was that starting in January or February of this year? Is that...
No, it's been a couple years.
Oh, so and that when you were working out of your, that's like the phone. So another person is calling that 236 number that I can't, 6309?
6909.
6909. My eyes aren't what they used to be.
Mine either.
Your eyes aren't like mine used to be either. Huh?
No.
Okay. What else can you tell us that is of some importance that people should know about? You've got your business card in your hand. Don't make believe you're not reading it. Come on over here and.
Well, yeah, we also do brake and exhaust work, of course, tune-ups, grease and oil filter changes, shocks and struts, fuel injection cleaning. We have a real nice fuel injection cleaning kit that cleans them while they're on the car, and it's a much more thorough and better job than just dumping some in your gas tank.
I think we're going to lose you a customer. Somebody pulled in and they're leaving. You want to chase after them, or?
A lot of people use this as a turnaround. I guess
Okay.
it's a good. It's about to turn around too. I don't know who that is. Oh, that's the owner of a car that we brought in.
Oh, okay.
We also pick up a couple of wrecked cars now and then.
Yes, we did. You did want me to get the truck in the picture, but I'm not able to do that. You have a tow truck here.
Yeah, it's pretty old, but it's very reliable. We try to keep our costs
Not
down.
unlike yourself, right?
Well, yeah, I guess so. We try to keep our costs down by not going out and buying an $80,000 tow truck, and obviously we can't afford it at this time anyhow.
Are you doing inspections and that type?
No, we didn't get into inspection business yet. New York State is working over their program for testing emissions, and at this point they're sort of up in the air whether they're going to, in this area, really go into complete carbon monoxide and hydrocarbons and stuff testing, like they used to do in New Jersey, and make it mandatory, and you have to have all sorts of equipment and analyzers. And they're even talking about going into a state inspection station rather than a regular small repair shop with a license. They're going to have the drive-through tunnels like they used to have in New Jersey, and I hope they don't, because it's the lines are terrible. At least they used to be. And so right at this point, we haven't gotten into it yet.
Okay, you're talking like New Jersey, like you've been there. You're not a Mooers native, or what?
Well, I like to think I am. We've been here 18 years now, or 19. But no, I was born and raised in New Jersey.
And you came up here to go to work at Wyeth Hearst?
And also to get out of the total, New Jersey is almost totally a city now. I wanted to get out in the country.
Well, you've achieved that factor here, although it's starting to build up here along the Route 11 in the Mooers Forks area. And I should mention, we did see something in the paper recently about your daughter, Kim. She got some award. Do you recall off the top of your head what that was all about?
Yeah, she's on the honor roll at college, and she was also in, as usual, in another theater production, and she was nominated for Best New Face, I guess you'd say, in their theater. And she's learning, and she's just going with top honors again. So we're so proud of her. She's on the honor roll again, and that's pretty good for being a freshman at college. It's tough, being away from home and stuff.
Well, she's one of the people that I've seen in local high school plays that I could sit and watch all day. She does an excellent, excellent job. I just can't say enough about how good a job that Kim does. Anything else you can tell us about this before we close?
Yeah, the building's kind of a little bit different. I designed it, and Dick Tremblay helped me sketch up the what I wanted. Steve Sample supplied the materials. Of course, I had to pay him. And Wayne Supernaud constructed it. And it turned out just the way I wanted it. It's bright, it's roomy, it's airy. We have a unique heating system, probably the only one in the North Country that I know of, where we have oil-fired hot water heat, but the heating is in the floor. So I can lay down underneath the car in the middle of the winter and fall asleep and be nice and warm.
And people will think you're working.
You're right, but we don't charge them for that.
Okay, that's good to know. We've been talking with Jeff, kind of like the guys you used to see on Newhart, Daryl and Daryl. This is Jeff, and we're at Mooers Forks Auto Repair on Route 11 in beautiful downtown Mooers Forks.